Hey guys, sorry I haven't been able to make a video in a long time. Things have been crazy. Um, but I do plan to be very consistent and have like a 3 day a week schedule where Sunday will be some sort of thing that does not need interactive brokers, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or like maybe some back testing type stuff. So those will be reserved for Sunday. Tuesday it's going to be all interactive brokers with IB-Insync, any topic. On Thursday it's going to be about options, and a lot of the option stuff will be also interactive brokers with IB-Insync. But I will stick to that schedule. Again, if you guys do enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe because it puts a smile on my face, and the more smiles in the world, the better the world becomes. So, and I will get a microphone starting next video. So hopefully I'll sound a little bit better, and I'll probably shave. Anyways, okay. So let's get started. Um, in this video, we're going to be talking about one cancels all orders for interactive brokers with Python using the IB-Insync API. Um, so let's get started. So what are one cancel all orders? So let me write this. One cancels all is like you have multiple orders, and if one of them gets filled, the other orders are canceled. There's also like a few different versions of this. Is if one gets partially filled, all the other orders are either canceled or reduced in the same proportion. So let me give you guys two use cases. The second use case is way more important, I think, for most people here. But use case number one is, let's say I want to buy one EV stock and cancel the rest, right? So I have three buy orders, one for Lucid, Rivian, and Tesla, right? And if one of them fills, let's say Tesla fills, I do not want to trade the other ones. So this is one example where, like, okay, Tesla is filled, and I will not trade Rivian and Lucid, right? So they will automatically get canceled even if Tesla is just partially filled. And I'll show you how to make it where the rest are all the way canceled, and when the rest are only proportionally canceled. Okay. The second example is, let's say you have a limit and stop order together. So let's say you're trading options and it's Friday and time decay, you're long an option, time decay works against you. It could very easily happen where your profit target is $2, so your limit is at $2 and your stop loss is at 50 cents. And if you just have those two as orders together, you can very easily, many times, hit the 2 and 50 cents. And if you have the ability to sell naked options, your broker won't save you from like having like a naked option position or whatever. But like it's important, like when to cancel the orders if the stop if the limit is hit. And also in this specific case, if you have a partial fill, so let's say I'm trying to sell 100 options and I sell 55, and I should reduce my stop by 55, a proportional amount, in other words. It's not like the other case where maybe you just want to cancel everything. Here you want to reduce by proportional amount. So like if I wasn't clear, like let's say uh, I I have a limit and a stop for 100 orders, 100 quantity 100. I get a partial fill, it hits my limit, but only 39 are sold. I should reduce the stop to 61, and of course the limit to 61. And so this is there's a way to do that. You're using there's a thing called OCA type. So let me show you guys. If you go to the documentation, you can Google, of course, TWS API, one cancels all documentation. There's these OCA types, and I think number three, let's not worry about. It's like nothing is blocking. This might be if you need like ultra speed or whatever, or you don't care about anything. Let's just focus on the first two because I think it's more useful for our cases. So one is you cancel all remaining orders, and you block anything else from happening while those things are going on. So this is the case where you have Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid. Tesla gets filled first. You want to cancel Rivian and Lucid. Okay, so the second example is the stop and limit example, where like you want to, the remaining orders are proportionally reduced in size, and it's also blocking. So sorry, oops. So you want to use the second one for the stop and limit. So let me show you guys like more concretely how this is done. So of course, let's connect to interactive brokers. Um, And let's do this type of connection. Okay, great. So first, let's just get some market data because this is pre-market and I honestly don't know the prices and I want them to fill right. Well, I do know the prices, but I want them to fill right now so you guys can see what's going on. So let's just define Tesla stock symbol Tesla, exchange smart, currency USD, and similarly for Rivian and Lucid. And I did IB.qualify contracts. That gives you, of course, the con ID and everything else with the stock. Like here, you see con ID, all the good stuff I talked about in other videos. But you don't really need that for this example, but just as good practice. Okay, now let's request the market data, just so we have kind of a feel for the price. So I'll do something like this. Ticker Tesla, ticker Rivian, ticker Lucid. You do rec market data, contract, what you want. This is like a snapshot, a regulatory snapshot. We don't want a snapshot because we want the price many times. So that's why this is false. Another one's a regulatory snapshot. It's always false. I mean, unless you want to pay for something. Okay. Anyways, so the current prices are like this. Lucid is 3.225. Rivian is 10.86 for, and Tesla is 202.275. So let's try to give it a chance for either Rivian. Let's give it a chance for all three to hit. You know what? So let's do this example. So like example one, buy orders on 3 EV stocks, and when one fills, you cancel the rest. Okay, so this is the example one. So what's step one? Step one is to define the orders. Let's define the orders. So like the orders will be like this, and let's just make sure the prices make sense so we'll get a fill but not too fast. So let's make Tesla 2.15. Maybe it won't fill. Let's make Lucid 3.21. Let's make Rivian 10.86. Maybe that already filled. Okay. So now this is the important part. So we need to give OCA, one cancels all, group name, and you can't use that more than once. Meaning if this order gets filled, you have to have a new OCA group name. Also, and okay, so we need to give these orders the same OCA group name and a OCA type. Okay, so let me just make a note. You can't use, I'll probably redo this. You can't use same OCA group name more than once. So for example, after fill, you can't, and OCA type, OCA type, let's just write for our notes as one cancels other orders completely, two reduces other orders by proportional amount. And double check with the double check with the API documentation. So let's just write it like this. Okay, so let's look at the prices again. So Tesla 202.15. Let's do 202.2. So so in step two, let's first write a OCA group name. So let's call this EV trade, and then we set each of the orders, the OCA group to the name. Okay, so we do Tesla order OCA group equals OCA group name. Okay, and now we need this OCA type. So we also set these things OCA type. We need to set it to uh, to the OCA type. I'm using one because here I just want to cancel the rest. Note I'm also pre-market, so I'm using outside regular trading hours is true. So okay, great. Let's get started. Okay. So now let's place the orders. You place the orders as usual. Let's just make sure the orders are still gonna make sense. Okay, great. Ah, why is it rejected? OCA group is already filled. So I guess I had a previous example that had this. So I'll call it EV trade one. Okay. Let's just cancel orders for order in IB dot open orders. That's the thing I was worrying about. But I guess when I was doing the example before starting to record, I had the same name. So okay, let's just make sure that the values are still okay. Let's make this 2.22 so it'll hit faster. Uh, okay, so now, okay, I placed the orders. Okay, great. Let's not cancel the order now. Let's now, okay, this is another thing we should do is attach callbacks to the trades to help to sorry, to help us see what it what is going on. Oops, sorry. I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm out of it. So okay, so basically like similar to my other videos where you have like a order status, order modify, cancel, and you have all those events globally, you can have them for the trade itself. So let me show you guys how that's done. So first I'm gonna actually just create like a generic thing where like given a trade object, I wanna get out the symbol, order type, filled, and remaining. And by the way, if you guys don't know how to do this, the best is if you have like PyCharm or something like that. Um, the best is if you have PyCharm, you have like some sort of scratch paper, and you look at trade type, you do Control B, and in trade type, you see you have all these types. It has, as you see, trade has order status, contract. So if you want trade order, you'll see. Sorry, you do Control B on order. You'll see what order has, all the things order has, and similarly, like yeah. So that's how you can just like jump between things and understand like what they have. And by the way, also in the callback case, the callbacks we're about to do is there's a fill event, and there's a status event, modify event, cancel event. And as you see, and this is with this trade object, you see here, you see like fill event needs a class trade and class fill. Status and modify just need class trade. Cancel class trade. Okay, so let's. The order was probably filled in the meantime. I just thought it was important to show you guys like maybe a good way to understand like how to get certain things like sorry, how to get certain things. Like let's say you want the order status or whatever, how to get that. And by the way, did it fill? Let's check. Open orders. Maybe it didn't fill yet. Okay, or maybe partially filled. Let's check. Okay, so I have this function in general that will just give me the symbol, order status, filled, and remaining, right? And uh, and then I'm gonna have these callbacks. I'm gonna have something called on cancel event, and the on cancel event is gonna take what we learned from this trade event helper callback. It's gonna take all that stuff and it's gonna say canceled, symbol, order type filled with something remaining. Similarly, I'm gonna have a modify event do the same thing. This is just to help us understand what's going on. Modify symbol order type filled with remaining. On order status, it will be similar again. And then we're gonna have a last callback is it'll be on fill event. And on fill event, because it's a little bit different, we're gonna just take like the symbol here, order type, and then we're gonna take the filled from fill.execution.shares. Okay, so now let's attach the callback to the trades. So like this is where you do something similar to my previous videos, but this is for each individual trade, not globally. So this would be like trade Rivian dot fill event plus equals on fill event. Uh, Modify event is plus equals status event plus equals cancel event plus equals. Okay, and then similarly for Tesla and Lucid, you can attach the callbacks like this. Okay. And then let's see if the orders were filled actually. Maybe they got filled in the meantime. Okay. Okay, so I attached the callbacks. So now we're just waiting. Um, okay. Let's look at the price in the meantime. Okay, so yeah, so we want 202.22. Oh, why is Rivian not hitting? I guess it's a little bit above. Man, if Tesla just did this on Friday, wow, my life would be so much different. Okay, great. See, order status Tesla. So well, okay, I guess this is what happened. Is Rivian filled 100, and then it's showing like the Tesla order status, before it had 338, and then when Rivian filled 100, Rivian has 238 remaining, and Tesla has oh, sorry, I messed up. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know what's going on here. I need to add I wanted to add the actual order status. Sorry. So to get order status, it's like you have this order status, and it's order status that's status, because we want to see if it got canceled. So I'll do order status that status. Okay, remaining and then status, and then I'll add this to here. Sorry, because this is not telling us like, okay, this is saying Rivian filled, right? But like it's Tesla, it's saying this remaining. We want to know if these were canceled as a result. So sorry about that. It was my mistake. Remaining status. We'll just copy and paste that. Status, and then I'll just attach the status thing at the end, like that. Maybe I'll do this. So let's see if this works. Okay. Um, so okay. So let's see if this works. Let's start again. Let's look at the prices. Tesla's 202.32. Now we see why Rivian hit. So let's make Tesla 202.25. Let's make Rivian 10.8. Gosh, what is wrong with Tesla? If it just exploded on Friday when I had skin in the game, man. Man. Worst luck. Anyways, money management, man. You have to be careful. Like, sometimes you're off by one day, and the one day can be the difference between zero and literally a few 100,000. And the zero is so bad that you don't have a position the next day. So, anyways, you just gotta learn from your mistakes in life. Okay, so we set the limit at 202.3. 2.3, it'll hit pretty fast. And then 8.4, okay. We have to change this because that was filled. And now let's place the orders. And now, yeah, okay, great. See, okay, so this is what happens. Let me explain what happens. So what happens is this thing, whenever there's a fill here, Tesla, you filled 100. It found Rivian and Lucid, and it says, okay, let's cancel them. So it put pending cancel on them. And then for Tesla, I don't know why this is saying, it's saying pre-submitted. I'll tell you why, because it's like the blocking is making it like as if like, what's the blocking doing? It's making it as if like you can't do anything until like the block gets released. So that's why it's submitted again, and these things eventually got canceled. So what happened here is like Tesla got filled, the other guys eventually just get canceled right away. And this was a partial fill because Tesla has 330, or we had a 338. So that's what happens with partial fills. Here it cancels the other orders completely. So this was a good example to show you guys. Okay, yeah. So now let's do the example 2, which is much more important. Limit and stop together. And after this, I'm gonna have to pause the video because for some weird reason, my my demo account does not fill sold orders pre-market, only buy orders, which is really weird. But so I'll show you like the rest of the thing like after. So like of course step one is uh, create. Let's write it similarly to here. Step one is define the orders. This order we're gonna have we're gonna have a limit sell and a stop order. And now Tesla's way above this, so we'll probably do like 203 or whatever. This will be like 199. I will come back when the market is open and show you guys how this will work. But again, remember the same time. Here it's OCA group and OCA type. All right, uh, here we use OCA type equals 2 since 1 since we wanted to completely cancel other orders. Let me just copy and paste this below, and then I'll say like, okay, here, so we're defining the orders here. Here we want to use OCA type is 2 since we want to reduce other orders proportionally. Okay. Um, so yeah. So how would we do that? We give it of course we give it a OCA group name. A OCA group name. Let's call this limit stop. I'll just call limit stop 1. And then we set the limit cell OCA group to OCA group name, stop cell the OCA group to OCA group name, limit cell the OCA type to 2, and stop cell OCA type to 2. Okay. Um, uh, so now uh, step step 3, place the trades. Step 4, attach the callbacks to see what is going on. Anyways, I will be back once the market starts to show you guys this. Thank you. Hey guys, so to finish the video, I'm going to show you the one cancels all example where we have a limit and a stop together. So if we do this like ib.portfolio method and then wrap it with util.df, we kind of see like our portfolio. So here, let's say I have Tesla, I have 2008 Tesla stock. I purposely am going to do an order with a lot. Like let's say I'll do sell 3,380 just to show you guys how the partial orders work. So Tesla right now is I didn't have the Tesla ticker. I had ticker Tesla. Maybe my kid is gonna enter the room any second. Uh, 203.75. So why don't we make Tesla 203.3 as the limit and 202.9 as a stop. 203.4, we'll let it go a little bit. 203.5, okay. So this is a sell limit. We're trying to get 203.5, and this is a stop, 202.9. Okay, so these are the two orders, stop, action, sell, that stuff. So similar to last time, we have to have the OCA group name for these two orders, limit sell and stop sell. But now we need the OCA type. We want the OCA type to be 2 because now if 75 shares are filled, we want to reduce the stop by 75. So now let's place the trades and let's show you guys, attach the callbacks. Let's show you guys how this works. Of course, we're waiting for Tesla to hit those marks, and we'll see what goes on. And probably will hit the lower mark first or the higher mark. We'll see. Tesla's a bipolar stock. Uh, Sorry, this is taking longer than expected. I'm looking at my phone. Tesla's not quite 203.5. Um, let's make this faster. We'll do for order in IB dot open orders. Oops. IB cancel. Well, you know what? The stop order might get hit. But okay, sorry. I canceled it because it was taking too long. So why don't we do something like this? We're going to instead we're going to instead make the limit 203.2 and the stop 203. Oh, it's funny. It just went down. So 202.8. Let's make this and then oh shoot, it went down really fast. 202.3 and 202 point. That's what I hate about Tesla. It has no stability. 202.7. Let's run it fast. Okay, so just ignore these things at first. Okay, see, look, I started with a sell for 3380, um, and there was 100 of it was sold. And remember, it handles the canceled first in the callback. So like, um, the limit order for 100 worked, and what happened? Um, this became now a pre-submitted. It lowered it by 100, the stop, and then of course now you get see what the limit's doing. You see that it lowered it by 100, and now oh you got another fill for the limit. So now and you see, but before that, you see that it lowered the stop by 200. Because this I just told you about it that it blocks. It shows you the canceled thing first, like the other order status first before the fill callback. So like as you see, it lowered by 200 the stop and the limit. So this is the why you would use the equals to, because it lowers by the amount proportional, so you're always in sync. Anyways, I hope this video helps you guys. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. First video in a long time, so it might not be as good. Thank you.